One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome everyone to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cowboys ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The inside handoff. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Let's take a second about Arizona State. We start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. The Sun Devils will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Flores. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. this, they'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Tyson. Under fire. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand, we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Nice effort by the big fella.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Brown has it. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Direct snap. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the 1st down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. It's complete, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Roy. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
The Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Flores. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Fires left. He makes a catch. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. See what they dial up on 1st and 10.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd round. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
That's caught. It's Freeman. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the 1st down.
And the Cowboys are rolling down the field. Now they'll run it to the right here. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might be calling a hot route. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Tight end now in motion. The give on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Pulls it in, it's Udo. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the ground with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He'll do it himself. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. they'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of...
Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off. But I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They kick it away on fourth down. Fields the punt, looking for daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. And off from the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Oh, those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play. Break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. On the move, it's Brock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
To throw, it's Flores. Quick strike complete. At the 15, he's loose. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got a man. It's Brock. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Here's a heat. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Sends it back in motion. Direct snap. It's Tyson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean we can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Inside the 45. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to Ohio State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Flores. Trying to set up the screen. Got room at the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. He fires to the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on fourth down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Makes the grab, it's Freeman. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Pulls it in, it's Freeman. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. And now the hit knocks it loose. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. If you're not making a miss, you've got to have 2 hands on the ball.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to throw, it's Flores. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Freeman. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Not a chance. Missed it. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Snap it to the back. Creates a little room. Looking for room at the 40. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They'll go to the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Got to to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Going right to work up top. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's...
Deep shot for the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the season because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today.
And the returner will be brought down. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To the air, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona State! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot here. Snags it down the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive. Let that clock tick and preserve the lead.
Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Cowboys in the hurry up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now, because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He stopped short of the first down marker, had to get it to the 30-yard line, and now they're staring at 4th and short. Wants to throw it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Wide open. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll go with a direct snap. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Levin. Fires to the big fella.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Brings it down on the right side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Tyson. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Sun Devils need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Levin. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the 1st down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the double.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Beats the quick grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Moving away from pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires to the right. He's got it. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 36-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Flores. Fires to the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Going up top again. Got it in the middle, it's Freeman. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you've got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
A 5-point game here, getting very late in the offense. Will stay on the field on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He wants it all. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Gonna run it. It's Udo. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Flores. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep. and don't let anyone get behind you.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's picked off at the goal line. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Wide open downfield. He's loose on the right. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play.
Arizona State.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.